next thing I had to learn how to do was initiate difficult conversations. I couldn't just respond to them. No, God wanted me to actually initiate them. I'm no good at this. I run and hide from conflict. Already heard about that. And my husband and I were traveling this summer. We went on a study tour through Andrews University, and my daughter was at home, and she was taking care of the house. I left her my ATM card, and I decided to go online, and I was like, ooh, what is she doing with the ATM card? Charge after charge after charge. And I got that feeling, and I don't know where it is for you, but for me it's in the stomach. That's where my anxiety goes. For some of you it's right up here, for some of you it's in your shoulders and neck, but I got that feeling of, this isn't right, I don't know what's going on, I should do something about it. I don't want to do something about it because something might go wronger than it already is, and I don't want to make a bad thing worse than it is. I didn't know what she had spent things on, but I started thinking about what she might have spent them on. What might she be doing? And I'm pretty creative. And so I can think of all sorts of scenarios and build them all up in my mind to the point where I can live multiple lives in things that don't actually exist. And then I thought, I don't want to email her and ask her what all these charges are about because she might be upset. And that would be really awkward, and I hate awkward. And so I started thinking about all the ways she might react and living through all of those scenarios, and it was absolutely exhausting. And I realized I have spent my life doing this. I have spent my life making up hypothetical situations, living them all the way through, but never actually living through the real situations. Some of you are being so kind and you're nodding as if you don't think I'm crazy, which I really appreciate because I'm looking at this going, who does this? And I thought to myself, my biggest fear is that she's going to respond negatively. And I don't want to know that that might happen. And then I realized, but if it could happen, wouldn't I want to know sooner than later? If I don't have a stronger relationship with my daughter as I wish I did, wouldn't that data be good to have immediately? Rather than 2 weeks from now, or a month from now, or a year from now? Isn't cold hard data going to be easier to deal with? Yeah, it's going to be hard, it's going to be true, it's going to be real, but isn't it going to be better than the make-believe world I'm building for myself up here? So I emailed her, and again, I happened to end up with a positive result. She was like, oh Mom, I'm so sorry, I forgot to mention, and there were very logical explanations for everything. She'd saved the receipts for everything, and what I discovered was I had a stronger relationship with my daughter than I feared. But I also realized that the opposite would have been okay too. What if she had come back, what's wrong, Mom? Don't you trust me? Wouldn't that have been useful information? If I had a worse, weaker, less mature relationship with my daughter than I wanted, wouldn't I be better off knowing that so I could live in the real life with the truth rather than all of these things that I was making up?